911, what is your emergency?
Hello? Fucking hurry up, man. My girlfriend's fucking in the bathroom. She get a breath for it. I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna die, man. Come on.
Okay.
Come here, man. Please.
I can really understand what's going on.
No, but I know that she was slinky, and then, like, I don't know when she went to the bathroom, and when I went there, it was full blood and everything, like, I don't know, man, she's not breathing. I mean, like, she's gonna die, man. Come on, son of bitch over here right now, man.
What is the address?
I don't know, I just smoke right here, man. I just smoke right here, and there's a address.
Let's tell him the address on it so we can get her some milk.
Daddy, come on, man. Please don't fucking close your eyes, Daddy. Come on.
Okay. I need to know something with the address on it so we can get her some milk.
Oh, man.
Sir, I need the address so I can get her some milk.
The apartment was at 1630 Northwest 128th Terrace in Sunrise, Florida. The date was September 20th, 2015. It was a Sunday morning, just before 4 a.m., and when officers stepped through the front door of that ground floor unit, they walked into a scene that some of them, veterans of a decade or more, would later describe as the worst thing they had ever seen inside a private home. The sliding glass door was destroyed, not cracked, not damaged, shattered into a field of glass across the living room floor. The closet door had been ripped off its hinges and was lying flat in the hallway. There were holes punched into the drywall. The laptop the couple had been using to play music was on the floor with its power cable torn out of the wall. And there was blood. Blood pooled in the closet. Blood streaked along the hallway. Blood coating the bathroom floor. In the middle of it was a man named Fidel Lopez, 24 years old, naked, drunk, kneeling in the bathroom doorway next to the body of his girlfriend, shaking her, sobbing, calling out for help. The sink was running behind him. The shower was running. He was, by his own later account, splashing water on her face from the shower head, hoping it would wake her up. Her name was Maria Namath. She was 31 years old. She had been alive at 9 that evening. She was dead by 4:02 a.m., and the officers standing over her had already figured out, without needing anyone to say it, that what had happened in that apartment was not an accident. It was not a fight. It was not a domestic argument that had gone one step too far. It was something else entirely, something that had taken 2 hours. Rewind to 1 o'clock in the morning. Same night, same building. The woman in the ground floor apartment directly below could not sleep. She was staring at the ceiling. Above her, in the unit that shared her fan mount, something heavy hit the floor hard enough that she thought her light fixture might come loose and drop. Next door, a resident heard a man's voice yelling. Not words, just a voice, muffled through the shared wall, going on, over and over, the way a construction crew yells when they're frustrated. Down in the parking lot, a man walking to his car heard a woman scream. Once, just once, and then nothing. For the next 2 hours, this pattern repeated. Banging, yelling, the heavy thuds, the occasional shudder of a fixture. But only one voice, only ever one voice. Not one of these witnesses called the police. Not because they didn't care, but because none of them could believe at the time that what they were hearing was what it actually was. They assumed furniture was being moved. They assumed a couple was fighting. They assumed anything at all other than the truth. The truth was that a 31-year-old woman was being tortured to death in a closet directly above them. And the reason they never heard her scream back was not because she had been silenced with a hand or a cloth. It was because of what was being done to her body. She could not scream. She could not call out. She could not do anything. By the time somebody finally dialed 911 at 3:39 a.m., Maria Namath had been dying for a very long time. Her name was Maria Namath. She was born in Peru. She was 31 years old the year she died. And if you had asked her father to describe her, before all of this, he would have told you what he later told a Florida courtroom under oath. That she was a model of affection. of effort, of perseverance, of the love of humanity. Hold on to those words. They are the words of a father who had to introduce his own dead daughter to a room full of strangers. By September of 2015, Maria was standing in the quiet space between one life and another. She had recently ended an 8-year marriage to a man named Norbert. Remember that name. It's going to matter more than you can possibly imagine, and it's going to matter later than you think. She had a job she was good at. She worked as a leasing manager at a large apartment complex in Sunrise, the same complex she and her new boyfriend had just moved into. And she had told that boyfriend she was considering moving back to Peru to be near her mother. She had not decided yet. She was thinking about it, weighing it, turning the idea over in her head the way people do when they've already been brave once and are trying to work up the nerve to be brave again. She had 1 week left in the new apartment before she died. 1 week. She had, as the leasing manager, personally signed the paperwork on her own unit, handed herself the keys, welcomed herself into the room where she would eventually be found on a bathroom floor, half in the doorway, half out. She had leased herself the room she would die in. The man she chose was Fidel Lopez, 24 years old, born in Cuba, raised in Florida. He worked as a mechanic at the Florida 595 truck stop. He had a fraternal twin brother. He had 2 young children with a previous partner, a woman he had actually still been living with when he first met Maria at a nightclub about a year earlier. That's the first uncomfortable detail. He was not single when he met her. But things like that are easy to rationalize when the rest of the picture is warm. And by every account we have, the picture was warm. They dated. They moved in with his family in Hollywood, Florida, while they hunted for their own place. They laughed at his mother's kitchen table. His mother, a woman who worked nights at a Walmart alongside his father, would later testify under oath that on the very evening her son murdered his girlfriend, the two of them had seemed happy, in love, nothing off. That was the version of Fidel Lopez the world was allowed to see.
All right, we're going to talk about what happened tonight. All right, we're going to go everything in detail. Obviously, what I want to do is go over your right to waiver form. This is your rights. I'm going to read you each thing. You're going to answer. I'm going to have you sign, and then we'll take a stand.
Yeah, I don't know how to read in English, so just read it.
I'll read it. You understand English stuff,
Yeah,
correct?
I do.
Okay, and what?
I'm sorry, Spanish, right?
So let's start with, who do you live with over at Colonnades? Is it the Colonnades or it's
Colonnades.
Colonnades?
Yeah.
Who do you live with there?
I live with her, with Maria Nemeth.
Okay, Maria. What's Maria's last name?
Maria Nemeth.
Can you spell that?
Nemeth is Nemeth.
Okay.
Nemeth.
All right. How long have you guys been together?
We've been together for about a year and 2 months, almost, you know.
Okay. And how long have you been in the apartment over here in Sunrise?
Over here, about 6 days a week.
A week?
Yeah.
Okay. Where did you live prior to that?
Before
Where did you live before you lived in the apartment?
Hialeah.
Hialeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did you live together in Hialeah?
Yeah, we lived together in Hialeah. We also were living on Hollywood Beach. Then we moved to Hialeah for a month. Then we came here.
Okay, so Hollywood Beach,
Hollywood Beach,
Hialeah, Sunrise.
and Sunrise.
And each time you lived together, you and
yeah,
Maria?
me and her.
Okay.
Who did you live with in Hialeah?
With her.
Maria, but who else did you live with?
In my house, in the big house, it was me, my brother, my mother, and her.
Okay.
For,
So all your family.
yeah, all family.
And where's her family at?
Her family, she had family in Hialeah also.
Okay.
Her dad is living in Pompano.
Pumping up.
And her mother and sisters, they're in Peru.
Okay. So how is she in contact with her mom and her dad?
Yeah, she was, like by Facebook,
So let's start today. You worked. Today's Sunday.
Today's Sunday.
Yesterday was Saturday. Did you work Saturday?
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Okay. What time did you get off?
I get up around
Around 4:20.
Around 4:20.
Exactly. I have my papers and my receipt.
And what about her? What time is she?
She went to work. Also, she went to work yesterday. She don't work weekends, but she went to the office for a couple hours, 2 hours.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right. So you get off work and you come home to the apartment, or you go somewhere else?
No, I went straight to the apartment, take a shower, and then she was cooking dinner. It was ready made, and
What did you guys eat?
at the house.
Yeah. What did you eat? What did you guys eat?
She made chicken,
Mhm.
and beans and rice.
Okay.
So we just eat, and we went to Miami to see my mother.
Around what time was that?
That was around 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
6:30 to 7:40, something like that.
Okay.
Then when we get out from Hialeah, we just went straight to Chili's, right next to the apartment.
Okay. So you went to Chili's before going back home.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Exactly.
And you got the Chili's around what time?
We get to Chili's around like 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, 8:15, something like that. I'm not pretty sure, but it was just something like that.
Okay. And then how long did you stay there for?
We stayed there for like an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay.
We only drink, she drank one margarita, I drink 2 margaritas. Actually, we drink 1.5 each of us. So,
Okay.
Because the other one we split.
Shared.
Yeah, we shared.
Was anybody else with you?
No, just me and her
Okay.
and the bartender. We went straight to the bar. We went on the table, nothing like that.
What and who? You have a car?
The car?
You drive?
I drive, but I'm using her car.
Using her car.
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of car does she have?
She have a Scion TC 2009.
A what?
Scion TC. Scion, Toyota
Scion.
Scion.
Oh,
Scion.
Scion.
Okay.
Scion.
All right. So you use her car when you have to go to work or when you
Yeah,
have to
since, she would just walk to the office and she don't need to use the car, so then I'm using the car to go to my job. And,
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely. Okay, so you guys go get the Chili's, have a margarita, and where do you guys go?
And we went to the liquor store, to ABC, right in front of the Sargas Mall, at the side, and
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
and then we buy a bottle of 1800, something like that. I never drink that before, so
That's tequila?
yeah, it's tequila. So
All right.
we buy that. We went to the house.
Around what time did you get back to the house? I mean,
So it wasn't like not far away from. It wasn't not even 10 o'clock, I believe so.
so before 10.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Before 10.
Before 10. Anybody at the house when you get back?
No, sir.
Right.
No,
No one lives with you, just you two live there together.
Yeah, just
you didn't have anybody over, no one visiting?
no, nobody.
Okay. All right, so tell me about the night from when you get back to the house. Tell me what happened.
Okay, we get to the house. She was already like kind of tipsy from the margaritas and Chili's. We start to drink. We put like 2 cardboard, boxes on the floor. We put the lime on top, and because we don't have furniture, so we're about to buy. Now when I get paid, we're about to buy furniture, TV, the TV, and things like that,
Okay.
And so we put the 2 boxes on the floor on the dinner room, and then we start drinking and talking and listen music, and we have a lot of shot of tequila. Then in my position, I can handle it. I can handle drinks. Because sometimes you go a little crazy, and she was a lot crazy. And so she was asking me for stuff that she never asked me for that before. So,
Like what?
The thing with the arm and shit like that, and I never done that shit with nobody, especially with her. So
Explain what kind of stuff was she asking? What do you mean with the
I
arm?
mean, first she started talking like something like like I was uncomfortable with it. Like one day I want you to put a bottle on my foot. Sorry, I'm just talking right now with you guys.
Yeah. I want you to be open
I
for
respect her, and
Absolutely. And
You're not disrespecting her. You're just telling us what she told you, what she wanted you to do.
and,
It's not disrespectful.
I'm a man. I'm her man. So whatever she asks me, I'll do it.
Okay.
Whatever it is, I don't care what it is. Even if she want me to put my hand in her put it.
Okay.
I'll put it. So she was telling me that, and then I don't remember really if I did it with the bottle too, or if I not, because I was really.
What kind of bottle are you talking about?
It's a beer bottle.
A beer bottle? Okay. All right. So what ended up happening? I know she was asking you to do these things.
She was asking me all those stuff, and I was starting feeling like uncomfortable, because she never asked for that, and I know she was tipsy. But when we were doing stuff and all the things, she told me she wanted to throw up to get out of the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So I get out of the bathroom, and I was outside. So I believe I was smoking a cigarette. I don't remember if the door was already break or something. I really don't know. I know I break it because she's not strong enough to break it.
What door are we talking about?
The glass door. I just remember I see glass in the floor, man. I really don't remember when I break it. or why I break it. You know, to be honest with you, I really don't remember.
Okay.
The only thing I remember clearly is that I went to the bathroom and she was like not breathing. She was like this. And then I just want to call 911.
And where was she?
She was like between the toilet and the shower thing. Like just honey, like, and I thought she was throwing in the shower. I mean, but you know she wasn't. I mean,
You thought she was throwing up?
I thought she was throwing up, but you know I don't hear any noise, so I knocked the door. She announced it, and I kept getting straight that she wasn't breathing. You know, she was constant. She was talking to me.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, one moment I get so nervous and scared, and then I get the phone and call 911 because she was getting worse and worse.
Now, when you called 911, was she still breathing?
No, man, she wasn't.
She wasn't breathing.
She wasn't. I was trying to give her CPR, man. I remember I was kissing her and put some air in her stomach. Was like up and down, man. And then she wasn't breathing. I don't know when somebody is there or not because I've never seen the body before.
Okay. You said when you first went into the bathroom and you saw her, she was breathing.
She was breathing. She was conscious. All right. She was like, and that's what I called 911.
And where was she in the bathroom again?
She was like in the toilet, between the toilet and the shower. The
Okay. Is it a shower or a bathtub?
Yeah, the bath.
So it's not just
like a jacuzzi.
Okay,
you know.
so it's not just a stand-up shower.
No,
if you want to
no.
take a bath, you can take a bath in it.
Exactly. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know how to say that.
No, that's okay.
Yeah,
It's
it's
okay.
like a.
Was she in the tub?
No, I was trying to put her there, but I couldn't lift her up. Man, I was strong, and I don't want her to hit her head or hit something or something. You know?
Right, sure.
You know, and but the last thing I do is just put some cold water on her face. I open the shower,
Okay.
put some cold water on her face to see if she reacts, and I start, hey baby, you okay? Baby, you okay? I start screaming like a motherfucker, and nobody here. You know, I don't know. Neighbors might be hearing me scream.
Okay.
I was screaming for help.
Right. Is that what you were screaming? Is help?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go in a little more detail about from when you guys start drinking and become sexually active to when she ends up in the bathroom. Okay, we need to talk about that time. Okay. What kind of sexual acts did you perform tonight? What did you guys do?
What I can tell you, I didn't came.
Okay.
That's one thing I can tell you for sure. For sure, I didn't came.
Okay. Did you put your inside of her?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you work?
And no, I did. We didn't even open the new box. We buy a box of today. Yesterday, last night, we buy a new box of the bottle. We buy the bottle, and then we went to the gas station.
Okay.
We buy the.
Okay.
Now I got that.
Okay.
We buy the. And then we went, you know, but I don't use any at all. I don't even touch the new pack. So
Okay.
maybe it's still there. You can see it if you guys go to the
Okay.
picture, you will see it. And then, you know, she was, you know, I was strong. She was strong. She was telling me for me to do stuff that I never done before with nobody, especially with her.
Okay.
And, you know,
I know it might be a little embarrassing, or you might want
don't
to.
worry,
But
man.
listen,
That's what you need to do.
I want you to tell me what kind of things.
She,
So you're saying she's asking you to do things. I want you to explain.
she want me to put my arm on her, and you know, just stuff like that. And you know, like a open-minded European says, I don't know.
Okay. And what type of things did you do? I know she's asking you. What did you actually do?
Everything she told me to do, I do.
Which is what? What did she ask you to do?
I put my arm on her. I put my. I believe I got the bottle. It was a small bottle. It was like a beer bottle or something like that. That she want me to put there too. You know, I just trying to make her happy, whatever.
I understand.
But she was constant. She was like she wasn't like knocked out or something like that. I would never do that to my girl. Knock out, you know. That's not me, man. That's not me. But once when we were doing the thing with the arm, that was the last thing. She was telling me, I need to throw up. I don't feel good, or something like that.
Where did this take place?
Huh?
Where was this when that happened?
In the bathroom.
You were in the bathroom.
We start from the like. I think we start in the closet. I don't remember pretty well, but we were in the closet too, man. You know.
Okay, so let's go step by step. You guys start. You said you had some boxes and you set up like a little area.
Listen,
You're playing some music.
I know we have. I know I put my arm in there. I know I put a bottle. But to be honest with you, details like that, I cannot tell you, man. I was drunk just like her.
Okay.
I was drunk just like her. You know, I would love to tell you every details. You know, and I'm doing my best right now.
I understand.
You know?
We just want to make sure that we have everything that occurred and happened, so that when we look at her, we can understand what we got. Okay.
What other kind of things did you put inside her?
There's the bottle, my arm, you know, that's it. I think, you know, that's it. She was crazy, man, and I was crazy too. When we walk with drunk, I mean, like, you know, I like sex, she likes sex.
Sure, there's nothing wrong with
And
that.
when girls get drunk and I get drunk, I mean, like, Whatever comes
Listen,
to
you're
come.
talking to two grown men. We understand.
You know what it is, man.
So, any of the damage that occurred inside the apartment, you said that it was you had done it, not her. And you said that
What?
any of the damage, the broken glass,
Uh-huh.
the broken door.
Is this a door broken too?
Well, there's
I
a
did
couple
it.
Holes in the wall.
holes in.
Holes? Oh, yeah, I did it with my hand.
Okay.
I did.
My question is this: you said it was last night because before last night there was no problems, no broken glass, no holes.
No.
Was it before or after you guys started being?
For me, it was right. What is that? Before we have is when everything happened. With the door breaks. When one thing is break, everything else is gonna be break. I not get mad because of something.
Right.
Then we say, "Hey, I'm sorry, Rana," and we start make up or whatever we did. You know.
So
Okay.
you
But everything is
argument.
broke before we have,
Okay.
not after,
Not after.
not after.
So you guys are drinking. You have an argument and everything. You get mad and start breaking everything.
I mean, yeah, I believe that's what happened, but I don't remember why I get mad.
You remember
for.
that? You remember making up? Like,
Yeah, we talk and we have. I mean, if it's no, we don't have. Trust me, man.
so my thing is if you remember kind of making up and having sex, what was the argument about? What got you so enraged that
That's
you
what
destroyed
I
the house?
don't remember, man. You know, I know we had. I know I did those dirty things, and I know this because I never did this before. And it's that shit is in my mind right now.
Were you talking about before the argument?
Oh, what?
You said that she was asking you to do certain things. Was that before the argument or after?
Yeah, you know, that was way before. We were just drinking, and she was like on the moon. She was, telling me, not telling me to do it today, which is telling me, hey, one day I want you to do this. I didn't pay attention to that. I know I get mad because of something. It wasn't because of that. It's something else. It was something else. I know I break everything. I know I did it. If you see holes in the wall and shit, I did that. She did it. I did that. I break the door. If everything is broken inside, I did it.
Okay, I understand that. What I need to know is why you did it. What was
That's-
told to you,
that's
or
the problem.
what you were upset about.
I don't
Why you
remember.
broke
man.
it.
I really don't remember. I was
I
drunk.
need to know what she told you. I need to know what you were upset about, what the argument was about. I mean, then you ended up making up. But
We ended up making up. But
what do you normally argue about?
if I tell you, man, I'll lie to you because I really don't remember. I really don't.
I mean, you're saying that she brought up
You know
her
what?
ex.
You know
and
what?
you got upset at that.
What?
You saying that she brought up her ex-boyfriend or
Ex-husband.
Yeah, no, but I don't get upset. No,
Nothing
she,
about
no,
that.
she, no, that was in the beginning when we started drinking. She's mentioned that some of her family, I think it was her aunts or something, don't like him. But, she wasn't talking about him. It's actually, she was talking about her aunts.
Okay, all right.
But I don't get mad because of that. And I know that I put those holes in the wall, and it's because you told me. Because I really don't remember that I did that.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. So
And I know I did it because you say it's holes in the wall. I did it.
when she talked about putting certain things in her, she started talking about that, and you guys were discussing that. Was this before having or during?
No, she was telling me that when we were drinking, and then we had the argument. Not because of that, maybe because of something else. If it would be because of that, I wouldn't do it. Trust me, I wouldn't do it. It's something else, and then in the end we make them up, and I make my mind because I know I did something wrong. I've pushed a wall, I've break the door, whatever, and I did whatever she wanted me to do with her. That's what that's the way I feel like to do it. Because I know I did something wrong. I know I break the door. I know that, and we both drunk. And I do whatever she want me to do. I put the bottle. It was a small bottle. I believe it was like beer bottle or something that she was drinking too. She was drinking the tequila and the beer. I know I used the bottle.
Well, I know you keep saying you don't remember, but you do remember.
Yeah,
you do
kind
remember.
of stuff, little by little. But for
And it's
real,
important that you remember as much as you can, and
I
you tell
know.
us, and you're
I know.
honest and truthful about what happened.
I'm always true.
Okay.
I'm telling you everything. Everything I accept. Everything I did, I accept it.
And I
that's
understand that you're a man and you're accepting it, but we need to know details. We need to know exactly what happened to her, why it happened, what you were upset about. Those things are that you're remembering everything, but there's certain things that you're not remembering. And I think it's because it's hurting you inside.
No, man,
It's
not really.
It's like you're.
If I already tell you about the arm, I can tell you everything else.
I understand. I understand you put your arm, but there's a reason why you were upset.
I don't know, man. Listen, I was wrong. I know when I.
Well, you kind of touched on it. You said that she wanted you to do certain things, and that was like, hey, wait, am I not?
It makes me feel down, but
am I
not
not
upset.
Okay.
Not upset. Not to break the door and things like that. There's something that I don't remember. Something that I don't remember. I cannot tell you, man. If I tell you right now, I'll be lying to you because I really don't know what to say about it. I don't want to be telling you, she told me this, but it's not true. I don't remember. I really don't remember. I'll take the fall for everything is broke. I know I did it. I know I did, but I don't know why.
So you're saying everything in the house you did, everything that occurred in that house was caused by you?
Yeah, every breaking things and
The
everything.
injuries that she has inside of her?
Injuries that she has. Maybe I didn't. You know, I put the stuff in her. She didn't by herself, but she was asking me to do it. You know.
Before
I mean, I did nothing like I didn't force her to do anything.
I understand. I'm just trying to make sure that we have
anything.
the.
I never forced her to do anything that she don't want.
Before last night, you said last night was the first time she asked you to do these things with the bottle
Yeah,
in your,
first
in
time.
your fist.
First time.
Before last night, what is the kinkiest or craziest thing you two have ever done? Before last night,
69.
69.
That's
Okay.
it. Nothing else than that. Not even movies.
So you went from pretty vanilla, pretty tame,
Like not doing too much.
not doing too much, nothing
Normal
crazy,
sex.
just normal.
Normal.
Right, normal. You
Normal
said not
sex.
even movies to watch.
Movies.
Okay,
man.
so normal
normal.
to way over here, where now she wants a beer bottle and your fist inside of her.
And all that. I don't know why she was telling me that because she was drunk or I don't know why. I think it might be because of something, but I don't know what.
Well, we need to figure that out.
We need to figure it out.
I mean, so what would make you mad?
No idea.
What kind of things would enrage you?
You guys have any problems in your relationship?
No, man, not at all. We're
What
good.
about another guy?
Nah, man.
What if you found out that she was with another man?
Huh? No, man.
What if you found out she was with another guy?
If I find out, I'll leave her.
That wouldn't make you upset?
I'll make me upset, but I'll
Would it
leave
make
her.
you punch holes in the wall?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe punch the guy too. But not
I
her.
understand that. Oh, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to figure out what made you enraged and
I'm
what
trying
got
to
you
figure it out
upset.
too, man. I don't even remember when I punched the walls, man. I don't even remember that.
Like we
No,
both,
I
we
know
both
I
are,
did.
we both are guys. We both know. Like if I got to a point where I was so pissed off, we kind of have an idea of what I would be upset about, especially if it was involving my wife.
But
my
listen,
girl.
man, when you're drunk, you don't know. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You're intoxicated, you don't know. You don't know. I was intoxicated just like her.
Yeah.
You know, I really don't know what I get mad about. When you're intoxicated, you can get mad about anything.
Yeah.
You know, you don't control your mind.
Was she upset at you for punching the walls? Was she upset at you for breaking
Oh
things in the
yeah,
house?
maybe. She might. I know we make love. We make love and everything because I said sorry, and you know, I know I said sorry because if it's no, we would never make love. But I know at the end.
So you're pretty sure that all the damage was caused before you had sex.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So that
I'm pretty sure.
there was an argument, there was damage, there was a makeup, and then there was sex.
And that was it. And then she told me, get out of the bar and you throw up. And it's when all this happens, man. She couldn't breathe. She couldn't breathe. I hear her, but I don't hear any noise. When I opened the door, she was like this, like you don't get air into your.
So, let me ask you this: when she says to you, I gotta throw up, get out of the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
You left the bathroom?
I thought, baby, you okay? He says, yeah, okay. I left the bathroom.
Did she shut the door?
No. I leave it like this, like not close, but
Almost close.
Just in case. You know,
Okay.
I'm not gonna close
Okay.
the door.
So she's in there. What were you doing? Where were you at? What did
I
you do?
went outside, smoked a cigarette.
You went outside.
Yeah, to the balcony.
Okay.
Oh man, we both were drunk. I don't know. I really don't know. I was so drunk, and she was so drunk. I really don't know, man. I wish I can explain better. I'm telling you everything I remember, man. I'm telling you everything I remember, like almost exactly how it is.
Almost is the key.
Exactly,
It's
because
almost.
I don't remember everything.
But I think you do. I think there's a point that you're trying to block out because it's killing you right now. It's burning you up because of what happened. And you're thinking back right now, thinking, "Wow, I can't believe I did something like that." But it wasn't you. You weren't in your right state of mind. You wouldn't intentionally hurt her, right?
Listen, there's nothing inside of me that I'm not telling you. Everything that I know is everything that you know. Okay? I'm not hitting nothing. I'm not. I prefer to pay 20 years on job, just for for her family to be okay, and they don't think I'm a monster.
I don't think you're a monster.
No one thinks you're a monster.
I don't.
But you have to be honest and help us
I'll
put the
be
pieces
honest.
together from point A to B. You're giving us here, and then there's a gap, and then you're giving us after. That time in between, from that closet to that bathroom, something happened from the closet to the bathroom that you're leaving out. Okay? You guys drank. You had an argument.
Yeah,
Did the argument happen after? Possibly. You're saying it happened before. Did it happen after? Did it happen during?
No. When I break the stuff, it was right
Why are you breaking
before
stuff?
we make.
Okay. So you're breaking stuff. You're having an argument. What is the argument about?
I don't know. That's what I don't know. I wish I can remember and telling you. I can.
But
I
see,
can,
that
I
would,
can
but
tell you.
do you
I can tell you
understand how that
anything.
would, I know, but don't you understand how that would make more sense? That if you did something during that may have injured her, there's a reason. There'd have to be a reason. You're not just going to do it for no reason.
No.
You're not going to hurt her for no reason.
You're gonna hurt her just because she's drunk? Because she's
No,
Just because you're
no,
drunk?
No.
You said you've had sex when you're drunk before.
Yeah.
Both of you have been drunk before.
But not like yesterday. Yesterday we were like really, really, really drunk.
I understand that. Okay, but you also said to us earlier that the kinkiest or the craziest thing you've done it was a 69.
69.
Okay, so that's why we're saying something else happened here. This isn't rough. I've said that
Okay,
before.
I understand that.
Do you agree with that?
I agree with that. That's
You
not
do?
rough
Okay,
sex.
so then explain to us what it was.
You know,
What was
it was
it?
to me, roast when I was drunk. And for her, the same thing. Because she didn't scream with pain. She wasn't telling me to stop. You know, how can I explain? I mean, I don't leave nothing behind. I can tell you whatever. I can tell you, yeah, we have an argument about her edge, and that's it. But I'm not going to tell you that because I really don't know, man.
You said that she never said stop.
Uh-huh.
Was she unconscious? Did
She
pass out?
was talking.
She was
talking.
Initially,
yeah. But you
Hey.
could be, when you get drunk and you have no idea what's going on, and you
When
kinda
she
pass-
was unconscious, is when I went to the bathroom, she cannot breathe.
in the
It's
closet. Did she pass out in the closet?
No, she was like normal, like normal.
She wasn't normal in the closet. She had her stomach ripped out of her in the
I
closet.
know you
And
guys
so
tell me
that's
that
not
right
normal.
now, but
There's the amount of blood that's in the closet and what happened in the closet. There's no way that she was either saying no and stop because it hurt like hell, or she was unconscious. That's the only explanation we can have
she
here.
wasn't conscious. She wasn't, and she wasn't telling me to stop.
But that's the thing. It's one of those two things.
No,
because
then-
she's going to let you rip her stomach out and not say anything? That doesn't make any sense. That makes absolutely no sense, Fidel. Does it to you?
It doesn't
Okay,
make sense.
so I'm not.
It doesn't make
So we're on the
sense.
same page
I
here.
understand. We're on the same page.
Okay, because you know what the problem is. That's what you're holding back, and that's what you need to come clean with. That's what you need to be
You
honest
feel
with.
like the touch
No,
machine right
listen.
now on me, man.
From whatever you're saying, from whatever the problem you had, that's where it went bad. That problem, is what you had. You know what happened. You know what was upsetting
I
you.
have nothing against her. Whatever
I
I
think
did
you do.
with her.
I think you do.
Maybe things get out of hands.
Okay.
But
when things get out of hands,
because I hurt inside or something.
Things get out of hand because something bothered you. There's something you keep saying that we got to the point I got upset or something bothered you, and then things got out of hand. What was it? What was it?
That's what I'm trying to figure it out, man.
You don't have to figure it out. You know what it was. What was it? What caused you to go?
Listen, if I really know that, I'll tell you
No,
right
but I
now.
think you do. You do.
I'm not.
Listen,
I
you know
mean,
yourself. You know
I know
who you
myself.
are. Okay.
I know
You know
who
what
I am.
upsets you.
No.
Okay.
When I was drunk,
But you know
my
when you're
mind-
drunk, you still know what upsets you and what causes you to go get upset. All right. You've had arguments with her in the past, right? You've had arguments with her in the past. You know what things have sparked and caused you to get upset. This is no different, man. And you need to just tell us why. That's all you need to do. It'll be a big weight lifted off your shoulders, I'm telling you. It really will.
You know, I think part of the reason is you don't want to tell us? Because we're three men sitting here. I think part of you is embarrassed. And I think I have an idea what may have happened. And I think you do too. I know you do. And you just don't want to tell us. Okay?
What do you think?
What do I think? I think you wanted to have a nice night with your girl. And you guys went out drinking. And you came home. And you stopped and bought some more liquor, some tequila. You came home, you're drinking. And things started moving. And you drank so much, you couldn't get your hard. You couldn't get an erection. You're asking me what I think. I'm telling you what I think. Okay? And then because you couldn't get your hard, okay? An argument, a fight ensued. Because now you don't feel like a man. Now you don't feel like you're worthy. Now you don't feel like you can, no pun intended, rise to the occasion and do what you got to do is please your girl. Okay? And so an argument ensued. Okay? And you got angry.
I never do nothing against her, man.
Okay? You said earlier, you told us that you didn't. That's I think because you couldn't get your hard. That's okay. Okay, and I think you were embarrassed, and I think it pissed you off because she said something. Maybe she didn't mean to offend you, but whatever she said offended you. You're a man. Okay? You're Hispanic. You're Cuban. You have pride. Okay? Don't sit here and question my manhood. Is what you're saying here. Am I right?
That's what you think.
I'm asking. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. So what happened then? So what happened with the argument?
Man. That's not what happened.
No.
To be honest, man, I really don't know what happened. Listen, I was so...
Fidel, come on. Don't listen. You remember here, and you remember here.
Yeah,
But you conveniently don't remember the most important part. You conveniently don't remember what happened in the closet, what happened in the bathroom. Okay? Or what happened in between the two. She had her guts ripped out in the closet. And you're going to sit here and tell us, come on, you don't remember what the argument was about? Fidel, we both said it. I don't think you're a monster. I don't think you intended to do what you did. Okay? But ultimately you did it.
I did it.
I know that, and I know you know that. To be a man about it, explain why. What set you off? What got you so angry? You were enraged. Why? Just explain why, and you won't know. You're a human. Okay? You're a human being. You're flesh and blood, just like he and I. And You snapped it. Things went bad. Okay? Just explain that. That's all we're asking you to do is explain why. What happened? What started it?
We were like drinking. We were drinking. We get drunk. I don't even know. Not even when I opened the hose. When I break the window. I don't even remember when I did that. I don't know what was the argument. I know something happened, but I really don't know, man. I mean, like.
Fidel, you ripped her insides out of her through her.
I didn't mean to do that, man.
I understand that, but you did it. What pissed you off to the point where you did that?
What was going through your mind at that time?
What was going to my mind? Well, she was dying.
Okay. And what do you think was going to happen?
Like what?
If she died, what do you think was going to happen?
If she died?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm gonna think? I'm there. I'm here. I cooperate with anything that has to be done. I'm not run away. I'm not.
Yeah, I know you did. You don't run. You're here. You're talking to us. You've.
And I know is whatever happens.
And this is our thing. This is why we're doing what we're doing to try to get some explanation of reasoning. Because when somebody outside, when everybody that's going to look at this situation and look at what you did, if there's no reason for what you did, that's worse than if there's at least you had some reason for what you did. I mean, if they said, you know what, he doesn't know why he did it, he just took her life and put her out of her misery.
There's no.
But if you at least have some kind of reason, some kind of justification, some kind of explanation of why you did what you did, let me tell you, man, not only for you, but for everybody else looking at this, at least have some kind of closure, some kind of like,
I wish I can have something right now to tell you.
And to be honest with you, all the things that he's been giving you, saying like, relationship problems or problems or wants to leave you, go to Peru. Okay, I would understand. Maybe that gave you justification. You started drinking, you weren't thinking straight, you got enraged, you got pissed off, and you took it out on her. I mean, but by you saying...
That's an explanation.
By saying, we were drinking, then I got enraged and took it out on her, but I don't know why. That shows that you're cold-hearted, man.
You look like an animal. You look like an animal in that sense.
And I know that's not the case.
See, you got to remember something, too. When we do an investigation like this, we're talking to neighbors, we're not going to... You live in an apartment complex, okay? Your neighbors are right there. The walls are thin, okay? So they hear what sounds like construction going on in the apartment next door because you're breaking shit for hours. And they hear a male voice screaming for hours. But they don't hear any female voice.
Because I was fine.
For hours before 911 was called.
Before 911 was called?
Yes.
Around 1 o'clock in the morning.
911 was called sometime around 3:30. Somewhere roughly.
Saying what?
I don't know what you were saying. I have no idea.
I remember when I screamed, was when I know that she wasn't breathing. It's when I started screaming.
Okay, but... Okay.
That's where I screamed.
But you didn't call 911 right away.
Of course I did call 911. I called 911 when she wasn't breathing. I called 911 right away, desperate.
Where the kinkiest or craziest thing you've done is a 69.
That's
Right. And then all of a sudden, she wants you to shove a beer bottle inside of her.
That's what you were telling me, man.
And she wants you to shove your fist in there, your hand in there.
That's what you were telling me.
Fidel, come on. I don't believe that. Okay, I just don't believe that. Because you know what? I'm older than you. He's older than you. Mm-hmm. We're both men. Okay, as are you. These things are gradual. Okay. You take steps. Oh, we do a little bit of this. You maybe try this. Try some of this. And I don't like that, so we won't do that anymore. Let's try this. Let's try this. There's no way. Before last night, had you ever put anything else inside of her besides your? No. Your what else? Maybe a couple fingers.
Not even a finger.
So you expect us to believe that from just your to a beer bottle and then your fist? No way. Fidel, listen. Now you're making yourself out to sound, because it just doesn't make sense. And anyone that hears that is going to go, no way. You don't go from a to a beer bottle to your whole fist and up to your elbow. That just doesn't happen.
Without some type of reason.
Exactly. And that happened because you got so angry, okay? And that's what we want you to explain to us. Paint the picture for us of what happened so you look like a human being that just snapped, okay? Instead of some sadistic monster who said, you know what? This bitch, I'm just going to rip her guts out. I don't think you're that person. Neither does he. But you have to explain to us so we can explain to other people. Listen, he didn't mean to do this. He really didn't. They got into an argument. They got into a fight. And with the alcohol, one thing happened, But you have to explain that to us.
Okay, the crime scene, they shake she had something with the tequila caused something to her too.
The tequila? Well, it caused her to be intoxicated. Absolutely.
Intoxicated and something because she wasn't breathing.
She wasn't breathing. I understand that. She wasn't breathing because she was bleeding. She bled out.
Because of what was ripped out from her insides.
That's why she wasn't breathing.
I don't know, man. Go out of my hands. Out of my hands.
Philip, listen. And it takes a man, a true man, to admit, okay, I f***ed up, man, I made a mistake. I had no intention to kill her, I had no intention to doing it, but this is what happened. It takes a man to do that. It takes more of a man to admit when he's wrong, and it takes a man to cry. Be that man, be that person, because that's who you are.
She was telling me she going to Peru. She needed to go to Peru because she was missing her mother, and and I'm not gonna be able to use the car to go to work, and then just start screaming at me and all that. I get pissed. I start punching the shed. I really don't remember when I punched the shed. You just tell me. I know I get pissed because of that. Then after that, I don't know how we ended up in the cross or whatever. I know we made peace, but when we were doing making love, she told me something that I really don't. She changed my name. She called me the other name of the other guy, and then she said it twice. And she was wrong. She was confusing me with him. I didn't want to kill her. I know I killed her. That's whatever I did with her was the reason. But she was asking me about the bottle, and she was asking me about the hand too. And maybe things go a little bit far because, once she's confusing me with the other one, and she told me to do stuff with her that I've never done before. I think that she might think that's the other stuff that she does with the other one before. Things go out of hands. I'm not, not meant to kill her.
I don't think you did.
Not meant to kill her.
Walk us through what happened.
Maria Namath had defensive wounds on her body. She had a heavy blow to the back of her head, the kind of injury that suggests someone was struck to stop her from moving. Her injuries could not have been caused by any consensual act. The medical examiner reported that the two body cavities that had been penetrated had been so violently damaged that they could not be distinguished from one another. And the tissue on the floor of the closet, the chunks the officers had catalogued in the arrest report, was not incidental. One single piece of internal tissue that had been pulled from Maria's body measured 13 feet in length. 13 feet. There were multiple pieces. A doctor consulted after the case reviewed the report and delivered a conclusion that should not have needed to be said out loud, but did. The pain, this physician said, would have been unbearable for any human being. There was no possibility of any conscious person enduring what had been done to Maria while asking for more. There was no possibility of her walking, unassisted, from one room to another after most of it had happened. There was no possibility of her being anywhere but unconscious, or already gone, for the worst of the 2 hours, which meant that everything Fidel Lopez had told the detectives about Maria asking for it, guiding him wanting more, was a lie, not a foggy memory, not a misremembered detail, a story with the incriminating pages torn out. The detectives walked back into the interrogation room, and they told him what the doctor had found.
Get some sleep? A little bit? All right, good.
Did you eat? Didn't eat? No?
Still not hungry? All right, so we have some things we need to clear up, okay? We just had crime scene go over to the finish up a scene, and I got some things I want to show you that maybe you can help clarify, okay? Some pictures from the scene. Where is this area?
There's in the room.
Okay, what room?
There's the room. This is the closet.
Mm-hmm. There's a bedroom. That's a dresser.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And where's the bed in relation to the closet? If this is a closet in here, where's the bed in this room? Where would the bed be?
The bed is right here.
Okay.
All right. These items on the ground. This is the flat iron.
Yeah.
Was that used?
Yeah.
Okay. What other items on the ground were put inside of her?
The bottom.
That blue bottle?
The blue bottle.
Okay.
Then,
Maybe some other foot.
I'm going to show you some more.
sure.
All right, so this is a better angle.
Actually, let's do this.
Yeah, it's this way. I'm sorry.
This is,
So it's the closet. This is outside the closet.
see this computer?
Uh-huh.
That's this.
Yeah.
Okay, you understand that?
Yeah.
Whose computer is that?
I mean, we both use it.
You do. Okay. What about some of these items? There's a lot on the ground.
I don't know what this is. No, man, we just these bottle.
What about this? This is looks to be like a tripod for a camera.
Yeah, this is what I'm on.
Did you use that?
I don't think so. I don't remember to use that. I know at the bottom of these controller.
Okay. That's inside the closet.
Doesn't yeah, inside the closet.
Do you see the amount of blood that's there?
Yeah, man.
And you see this?
Yeah, this one.
You know what that is?
Yeah, the piece of thing that from inside.
Piece of what? From inside of her?
Yeah.
Same closet, different view.
All the blood, tissue, pieces of her,
Pieces of her insides.
blood on the wall. Those are handprints.
Blood on the
Handprints,
cabinet.
handprints. Then, see that right there? What's underneath that? What's that covering right there?
I don't know what this is.
Okay, not what is that? What's underneath it?
Because that was put there. You put that there.
I don't know what's in it. Holy
That's her insides.
Those are her intestines.
So I know you can sit here and you can say you don't remember and this and that. Let me tell you, you're not going to forget that. And the fact that you put something over that, you're not being completely honest with us. That came out of her, was in the closet. You saw it, you covered it, and then you flipped out.
You think that I would just cover it and don't you think of
No, listen.
throw it away or
Listen,
cover everything else?
look at this scene right here, okay? That's all removed and lifted, and that's what's underneath, and that's where she was.
I'm just I'll help her. I'll go to the bathroom and she's gonna move. That's for sure. She's gonna move. She's gonna help her.
She couldn't move, you took her to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You carried her?
I don't remember if I
You drag her?
I don't remember.
Was she conscious at this point?
Yeah, she was with the eyes open. I mean, like she was like.
Just because her eyes are open doesn't mean anything. Do you see this in here? That's all the blood that's in her body, is in that closet.
Mhm.
You don't live through that.
I know, man.
What was she saying? Did she say anything?
When would that happen? She didn't say anything. I mean, like she didn't scream, nothing.
Why do you think that is?
What?
Why do you think she didn't scream or say anything?
Maybe she just passed out.
She was unconscious. Passed out from alcohol? Or passed out
Or
from
unconscious?
loss of blood.
Losing so much blood.
Or alcohol.
Do you see the amount of blood that's in here?
I know.
She passed out because she lost so much blood.
I know.
Okay, and she didn't scream, according to what you're saying, because she wasn't conscious.
How did you end up in the closet? How did you guys end up there?
And when the detectives pressed him hard on what had made him do it, what had turned an ordinary Saturday night into a 2-hour torture, he finally gave them the answer.
Mine wasn't blank because she called you. You know for a fact that she called you by someone else's name, which you told us upset you very much so. You felt disrespected. You felt that.
Then at that point, with the alcohol and that, I mean, my mind get blank.
And you told us that you put your arm inside of her.
No.
But at the same time, you told us earlier that she said she wanted you to put her arm inside of her.
Mhm.
That's not true.
I know. That's not true.
Okay.
Just like she didn't want you to put the beer bottle inside of her, did she?
She was talking about it, but it's not like she was asking me for me to do it.
That never happened.
That never happened.
That never happened.
And what about the flat iron?
No fly.
This thing that you said you put inside of her.
Yeah, I put it inside of her.
Did she ask you to put that inside of her?
No, man. She was unconscious, but I started do this already.
At what point did she go unconscious? What point in this incident?
From the beginning, man.
From the beginning? And where did it start?
I don't remember if we started in the bathroom or the closet. We start here.
In the closet?
For sure.
She was unconscious in the closet? At what point did she say the other guy's name then?
She just said the other guy's name, like, over.
So she wasn't coherent, she was just mumbling?
Yeah, I'm mumbling, like, you know. Not like she cannot talk, but she said the name.
And then at that point is when you started.
It started, streaming.
What did you do first?
I don't know, I know I break all the things and throw everything.
You broke all her things?
No, not her things. I mean, I'm talking about insurance in the house.
Okay.
You talking about the sliding glass door?
Uh-huh.
Are you talking about the
hole in the wall and all that? I should do it in that moment. Like I said, I don't remember when I did it. I don't remember with what I break the door or whatever. I know I did it.
She's in the closet during that time? She's in the closet during that time?
I think so.
You go back in, what's the first thing that you put inside of her?
The first thing was my...
Okay.
while she was passed out?
She was like this. I mean, passed out.
She didn't know you were having.
Oh yeah, she does. She does. She wasn't
saying she passed out.
The blood is not like this when we start. It's nothing, nothing like that. She was not passed out. She was, and then just when the start to get like little, she started to get like a little like unconscious, And I don't know, man. I'm turning myself into a fucking monster.
Because she called her ex-husband's name?
Huh?
Because she called you by her ex-husband's name?
Yeah, man. My mind blocked out. I mean, my mind just blocked everything I was doing. I didn't think it just straight up. And I didn't mean to kill her, man. I really don't.
Listen, when I see that, you saying you didn't mean to kill her?
I didn't mean to kill her, man.
You pulled her insides out. You pulled her intestines out.
I wasn't knowing what
did you think was gonna. What did you think was gonna happen to her? Did you just get up and go make breakfast? I mean, at some point during this, you knew there was a point of no return, right?
That's why I took her to the bathroom and started putting water on her face and calling 911, man.
But she was gone by then.
No, she was breathing like this, but...
He admitted, under the detective's careful pressure, that Maria never regained consciousness during the rest of the attack. She could not have. She was, in his own words, unresponsive by the time the worst of it began. She did not ask him for anything. She did not guide him. She did not consent to anything that happened after she stopped speaking. There was no version of the story left in which she was a willing participant. There was only him, and a woman who could no longer say his name or her own or anyone else's. 2 years later, in a Florida courtroom in 2017, Fidel Lopez accepted a plea deal to avoid the death penalty. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Through a translator, he told the court he was ready to serve his time, and he asked Maria's family for forgiveness. Reports from the courtroom noted, plainly, that he did not cry. He did not appear embarrassed. He did not appear to feel anything at all. Maria's father spoke during the proceedings. He is the reason we have those earlier words about his daughter, that she was a model of affection, of effort, of perseverance, of the love of humanity. He said them into a courtroom that could not give her back, and he sat down and the case was closed. Except it wasn't, because there was one more thing left to know about Fidel Lopez. One more piece of the puzzle. And it would take an ex-girlfriend, years later, breaking her silence to explain it. The man who murdered Maria Namath had not snapped that night. He had surfaced. Her name, the name we're using, is Allison. That is not her real name. She asked to remain anonymous, for reasons that will be obvious in a moment, and her real identity is being protected. But she was, once, Fidel Lopez's high school girlfriend. She dated him for a year after he arrived in Florida from Cuba. And when she came forward to speak about the man he had been then, the picture she painted was one that nobody who had known him as Maria's boyfriend would have recognized. She said he was extraordinarily jealous. She said he would not allow her to wear leggings because he did not want other men looking at her. She said that if a male classmate greeted her in a hallway at school, even casually, even with nothing more than a nod, Fidel would try to fight him. She said that his mother was a kind, religious woman, that his parents worked nights at the same Walmart, that he had a fraternal twin brother. These are the small, human details of a young man's life. But the details she offered next were not small. She said Fidel had, on multiple occasions, tried to insert objects into her body during sex, including once a candle. She was his first. She said she went along with it because she did not know it wasn't normal. She was young. She had no other frame of reference. She just did what he wanted and tried not to think about it too much. She dated him for a year. She left him. She moved on. And then, 1 week before he killed Maria Namath, Fidel Lopez sent Allison a message. He asked her when he could see her again. She said no. Think about that. Think about what that means. Because at the same time Fidel Lopez was allegedly enraged at Maria for saying her ex-husband's name once, in a moment of drunken confusion, he had, 7 days earlier, been reaching out to his own ex actively, pursuing, asking to meet up. The jealousy he inflicted on Maria was not a principle. It was a weapon. He was permitted, in his own mind, to want other women. She was not permitted to remember she had ever had another man. And the sexual behavior he claimed Maria had asked for that night, the objects, the escalation, the insistence, was not something he had never done before. It was, according to Allison, a pattern he had been rehearsing since he was a teenager. A pattern he had pushed on at least one other woman, in another decade, in another city, before Maria was ever in his life. He did not lose control that night. He revealed it. And here is the thing you cannot stop thinking about once you know it. If Allison had said yes, if on some ordinary evening a week before all of this she had opened his message and thought, sure, why not one drink, then she might be the one we are talking about tonight. She might be the woman whose father was asked to describe her in a Florida courtroom. She might be the one in the closet. She wasn't. Maria was. But the man in that closet was the same man either way. Robinson, Texas. The evening of April 5th, 2023.
Robinson 01, where's your emergency?
Hey, I was just calling, I tried calling the fire department to see there's a fire in our subdivision, but it may just be been burning brush because they're building houses, but I wasn't sure. We're in the Harris subdivision in Robinson. They said to call to see if somebody had a burn permit.
Okay. Does it look like it's being attended by anybody?
I can't see anybody over there. It's back by the trees. We did have lightning, so that's why I wasn't sure, too.
Okay. I can get someone headed out that way to check on it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Uh-huh.
He has just reported a homicide. He does not know it yet. And for the next several minutes, neither will the police. First responders initially treated the scene as a potential fire-related incident. As officers and firefighters approached, what at a distance looked like burning logs revealed itself as a leg, and then a human body, burned beyond recognition, discovered inside a large plastic storage container in an open field. The victim had been shot in the head at close range before the container was set on fire. A spent shell casing was recovered from inside the container.
12 to 04.
Good.
I need you to get fire, CID, and 04 out here. This looks like a body that's burning.
Stand by for fire page. Mr. Robinson Fire Unit, near around 2500 block of Yoder Lane, 2500 block of Yoder is going to be the last tree off Heston Circle. It's going to be for a subject possibly on fire out at that address. timeout, 10:14.
I got to about right here where I hosed it with the fire extinguisher.
Engine 1 to Chief 1. Did you copy all the radio traffic after the stage?
I scooch to the side so I can go ahead and get a couple pictures. When I parked here, I was like, all right, that looks like some logs laying there burning. And as I got up close to that, looks like a leg laying there. And then I got a little closer and I'm like, that's a body.
Heavy rain and hail were falling during the discovery. A white Labradoodle was present at the scene and refused to leave.
What's up, doggy? You sure are hanging around here. Is that your person over there? Hey, the way that dog's hanging around. That dog sure is hanging around, which makes me think. Is there anybody at the station that could bring us the chip checker? Like at the fire station or over to the PD? Is the dog trying to be protective or trying to lead us over there? Because it looks like she's trying to lead us over there.
Come here. What I don't want her to do is I don't want her to pass through it. And
right.
Yeah. It's okay. She's freaking out.
10:36 p.m. re-entered scene because it's flaring up to put it out with the extinguisher again. Leave that over here because it's got about one more squirt. It's got about one more squirt left in it.
Okay. All right. Now crab walk to your right. Hold. Here.
10:55 p.m. canopy set up.
Officers tried to capture the dog that night without success. It slipped away as responders worked. The next morning, a local resident found the same dog waiting where the fire had burned. Animal Control took the dog, scanned its microchip, and discovered it belonged to 26-year-old Mandy Rose Reynolds, who lived in San Marcos, Texas. The microchip trail leads Robinson police to a phone number. They dial it. A woman answers, and she says she is Mandy Rose Reynolds.
Robinson Police.
Yes, hi, my name's Mandy Reynolds, and I got a message that you guys found my dog.
Oh, perfect. Let me put you on just a brief hold here. Give me one moment, and I'll get you with the person that can help you.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Detective Perry.
Hi, I just got a message saying you guys found my dog.
We believe so. So, what is your dog?
He's a poodle retriever mix.
Poodle retriever mix?
Yeah, he's white.
Okay. Where does the dog belong?
Well, I was on my way to Wichita, Kansas, and I live in San Marcos, and Titan is his name. He just ran off.
He ran off from where?
From Waco.
Were you staying in Waco?
No, I was on my way to Wichita.
Okay, then you made a stop somewhere?
Yeah, at a rest area.
What was your name? I apologize.
My name is Mandy.
And where is the chip registered out of?
The chip would be registered out of Tennessee, I believe. That's why we named him Titan.
Who named him?
That's why we named him Titan. Me and my fiance.
Your fiance?
Yep. Do you want me to come get him, or I don't understand. Is he at the pound?
So we just put him at the pound, but we put a hold on him because we were trying to figure out who he belonged to. We didn't want him to, come up available for adoption without, not trying to find the owner, right?
Well, the microchips have my info on it. I mean, they messaged.
And fiance, what's his last name? Is he there in San Marcos with you?
No, he's not. He's in Wichita. He stayed.
So you were coming back from Wichita, or you were going to Wichita?
We were going to Wichita to drop him off, because he wants to see his grandmother. She's sick. So we were on our way. There, and Titan run off, and we looked for him for a couple of hours. And
how long ago was this that he's been out?
Oh heck, it's been I don't know. This would have been around 1 in the morning.
What, last night? About one last night?
Yeah. What time did you guys find him?
They ran the chip this morning.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just trying to figure out how far this dog went. That's pretty incredible. What you said you were at a rest stop? Like, where was it? A gas station?
Yeah, some type of gas station.
Like a truck stop? Kind of describe it to me.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I really couldn't in your average gas station, I guess, in Waco. I know that's the only thing I remember is that it was in Waco.
Okay. And what kind of vehicle do you drive in case we got to meet up and get this dog back to you?
I'm in. Well, hold on. Well, what vehicle was I in, or what vehicle was I in?
Yeah. What were you in?
I was in a silver Toyota Camry.
Like a newer one, older one?
Sure. Detective, I hate to cut you off, but you know I'm actually at work, and I just I want my dog. You know,
yeah,
I'm sorry you guys had to deal with that, but yeah, I'll just come. I'll come get him. What is it? I mean, 100 miles.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out. So your name is Mandy Rose Reynolds.
Sure.
So about 1 o'clock last night, you and were at a rest stop.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yes. What? I mean, what is the interrogation about?
No, I'm just trying to make sure I understand why.
You know what? That dog, that's my dog you guys have. Let's get that straight, detective.
Okay, and that's fine. I understand that.
You know what? I'll just come to the pound. Goodbye.
Less than an hour later, Detective Perry called Mandy back.
Mandy?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Detective Perry. I think we got off on the wrong foot. So the reason I'm asking some questions, I'm just going to be upfront with you, okay? We found your dog in a field, okay? In the field was a crime scene of a deceased person. And that is God. So I didn't want to give you all the details because that's kind of sensitive, right? But that is why I was asking some questions to verify how the dog got there, what's going on. And so I think it's just fair for me to let you know that information to understand why I'm asking certain questions, okay?
Oh, wow.
So I do apologize. I should have probably told you that easier, but some things you just don't want to disclose to somebody because they might have trauma from the past as well.
Well, sure, and I've just been stressing about Titan, and we paid a lot of money for him, and I mean, geez, that field. Good Lord, I just wonder how long he was outside.
So. And now you understand why I was asking questions. I'm just trying to get a timeline of maybe how long even the pup was out.
I'm sorry, sir. Oh wow.
That's okay. That's okay.
I can't even imagine what he went through, and then now there's a deceased person. Like, oh my God.
So, was this last night that Titan ran away?
Yeah, it was just last night.
So, or I guess I should say this morning, you said?
Yeah, it was been about, I don't know, midnight, 1.
Midnight 1?
Honestly, sir, I don't know. It's something like that.
Okay. This number comes back to a different name. Are you on somebody's phone plan?
No, yes.
Okay. Whose phone plan are you on?
This would be my fiance's grandfather.
Okay, what's his name?
My fiance's grandfather?
Yes, I just wanted to verify. That way I can close that name off.
I'm going to be frank with you, sir. I'm sorry that this happened, but I cannot waste my whole day speaking to you. I'll come get Titan, and you guys can cross me off your list. I'm sorry that is so unfortunate, but I'm not going to be interrogated when my puppy ran off.
No. I'm just trying to verify, like I said, some information. I'm just.
No, sir. No, sir. You're being very, sir. You're being very pushy. For one, for two, you're treating me like a criminal. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm really not. I'm just trying to figure out how long the pup was there. That could determine if the puppy messed with the body.
If the puppy messed with the body.
I mean, yeah, dogs are natural scavengers.
You think my little Titan would go? Oh my, detective! With all due respect, do not call me back.
Well, Titan is on a police hold. You're not going to be able to get him out.
Titan is on a police hold?
That is correct.
Well, then I will have my attorney call you.
He does not tell her what he now believes. He does not have to. He knows two things, and they are both bigger than anything he has said out loud. The first is that the person on the phone knows more about the fire in that field than she should. The second is that the person on the phone is not Mandy Rose Reynolds. By the time Detective Perry hangs up, Robinson PD is already moving. He picks up a different phone and calls San Marcos and asks them to send officers to Mandy Reynolds' apartment for a welfare check. An hour later, the report comes back. The apartment is empty. Not empty like she stepped out. Empty like she left. Belongings gone. Closet gaping. Her black Honda Accord, the one she actually drove, nowhere in the parking lot. The apartment has the specific stillness of a place someone has been removed from, not the stillness of a place someone has walked away from. While that report is coming in, another system flags something. A license plate reader, the kind of automated camera that quietly logs every plate that passes it, has pinged Mandy's Honda Accord almost 500 miles north. In Wichita, Kansas, the same city the woman on the phone claimed she had been driving to. And then the medical examiner calls. The body in the field has been identified by dental records. It is Mandy Rose Reynolds, 26 years old, of San Marcos, Texas. The autopsy adds one more line. Before she was burned, she was shot in the head. Inside the container her body was found in, a large plastic storage tote, the kind you can buy at any hardware store. Investigators recover a single spent shell casing. It has been inside the tote with her. It survived the fire. It is waiting. She was not lost. She was not driving to Kansas. She was not at any rest stop. She had been dead in a field on Hone Circle while someone else answered her phone. Stop here for a moment, because if we keep moving, Mandy Rose Reynolds becomes a case number, a body, a dental record, and she was not any of those things. She was 26 years old. She had recently moved from Idaho to San Marcos, Texas, to be near her best friend. She was thinking about starting college. Friends and family describe her the way people describe the young dead. Vibrant, generous, creative, kind. Those words carry a weight only in retrospect. When she was alive, they were just true. She had a white dog she'd chipped in Tennessee and named Titan. Somewhere along the way, she had made the ordinary, careful decision that every good pet owner makes. She'd had a piece of technology the size of a grain of rice implanted between her dog's shoulder blades, so that if he was ever lost, someone would know how to bring him home. She had done that for him. She had no way of knowing that one day, that chip would be the thing that brought her home instead. She had opened her apartment, in the months before she died, to a member of her family, a cousin, someone she had known her whole life, someone the world had already flagged as dangerous, though she may not have known the extent of it. She was doing what people in her family did. She was giving someone a soft place to land. His name was Derek Joseph Dago. He was 27 years old, and by the time investigators would finish counting, he had 9 felony convictions to his name, going back to when he was 15 years old. One of them was a shooting he had committed in Kansas as a juvenile. 3 days before Mandy Reynolds was killed, her cousin walked into a store. He bought 3 things. He bought a gas can. He bought a shovel. He bought a large plastic storage container. The surveillance footage will surface later. The container is where her body will be placed. The gas can is what will be used to try to destroy her. The shovel is the one that never gets used, and no one is entirely sure why. Perhaps he had planned to bury her. Perhaps he had planned to bury something else. When investigators later inventory what they recover, they will find the container and they will trace the gas. The shovel is the object that opens a door and does not close it. It sits inside the story like a question the film cannot answer. But this is what matters. He did not buy those items in a panic. He did not buy them the day of. He bought them days in advance. He walked into a store in daylight and shopped for the murder of his cousin. And she, 3 days later, was still trusting him enough to let him stay in her home. Investigators will piece the sequence together over the weeks and months that follow. What they come to believe is this. On or around the night of April 4th, in the apartment Mandy had opened to him, Derek Dago shot Mandy Rose Reynolds in the head. He placed her body inside the plastic container he had bought for that purpose. He loaded the container into her own black Honda Accord. He put her dog in the car. He drove. He drove roughly 120 miles north through the dark, from San Marcos toward Waco, until he found a field on the edge of a subdivision where new houses were still going up. A field remote enough to be quiet, close enough to a road that a fire might, at first glance, look like something ordinary. He carried the container into that field. He doused it with gasoline. He set it on fire. And then he made 2 decisions that would end him. The first was leaving the dog behind. Whether Titan escaped from the car during the drive, or whether Derek simply couldn't be bothered to keep hold of him, the result was the same. A white Labradoodle stood in the rain and watched a woman he loved burn. He did not leave. He did not run. He stayed. The second decision was taking her car and driving another 500 miles. Because the moment he crossed the county line in Mandy's black Honda Accord, he entered the field of view of every automated license plate reader between Robinson, Texas, and Wichita, Kansas. And the moment Detective Perry made his first phone call, that network began quietly building a map of exactly where Derek Dago was going. On April 8th, 3 days after the fire, Wichita police spot Mandy Reynolds' black Honda Accord. The officers move in for a traffic stop. The driver sees them coming. He runs. What follows is not the tidy chase you see in movies. It lasts nearly 30 minutes.
So suspect vehicle involved in an 01, possible 01 suspect in the vehicle. Keep that in mind.
I don't know where he's at now.
Driving west. Clear perimeter. He's running into the building.
Is that him up there weaving through traffic still?
He's approaching Tyler.
Okay. Go.
Right out, right here.
Lock the Dillons down.
Take us to the backside. They've got 3 up here.
Sure, come over. I'm approaching Tyler right now.
Take us to the back. Watch that bike.
Do we have suspect description?
Did he run into? Yeah, he ran into the Dillons.
White belt, white shirt. White belt. White shirt. I want to let
Get in your car! Get somebody to the rear of the Dillons. Back up, keep cover, back up, they're leaving. Come out, come out, come out, come out. Come out. Hey, my man, get your family out of here, you're fine. Hey, come here, come here. Where'd he go? didn't see him? Didn't see him.
It ends in the parking lot of a grocery store. The Accord crashes. The door opens. The driver runs. He runs into the store.
We have people in the store. We have it. What's it? 283, we're in the store. Let's get a bunker in here.
Look, he's over there. I hear something yelling.
Come on! You make any movement, you will be killed.
I got hands.
Crawl out. Crawl out towards the sound of our voice. Somebody get less lethal.
Somebody's got to back off one direction or the other.
Place lethal.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Crawl out towards us.
You're going to have to move with me. Ready?
Yep. Pull them out. 283, clear the air. One in custody. We need to go with cameras. Make sure you didn't toss anything. Let's get EMS inside for the suspect. Aisle 5 might be withdrawing. Or ODing, sorry. Hey brother, what'd you take?
What'd you take? Hey, did you take something? Bills?
He might have taken something.
Alright, so we get him outside.
Yeah, we gotta go that way.
Someone stay here and make sure
The car, too. The car.
Hey, can I get one of you guys to stay here so we can just down our...
Yes.
Thank you.
A lighter fell out of his pocket. That's fine. Just making sure there's nothing else.
If you just leave it real fast, I'm going to turn it around.
So you calling it? Yeah. Good job, man.
Inside the black Honda Accord, on the floor of the car that had belonged to his cousin, investigators find a pistol. Ballistics will match it to the spent shell casing in the plastic container. The gun that killed Mandy Reynolds has just been recovered by the man who fired it. The trial takes 19 months to arrive. The jury takes 30 minutes to leave. In November of 2024, in a Texas courtroom, prosecutors lay out the case in the order the investigators built it. And behind all of it, the record: 9 felony convictions, violent offenses, a shooting he had committed as a juvenile in Kansas, a life of harm already written down in filing cabinets in 3 different states before Mandy Reynolds ever opened her door to him. The jury deliberates for 30 minutes. They convict him of her murder. He is sentenced to life in prison. When the verdict is read, the courtroom loses its shape for a moment. There is shouting. Derek's brother-in-law lunges at someone. He is escorted out in handcuffs. He is later released. The families sit on their separate sides of the aisle and try to hold themselves together, because 2 families are broken by this now. Mandy's forever. Derek's in a different way, but broken nonetheless. There is no moment of satisfaction. There is only the sound of a gavel and the low, ordinary noise of a room emptying. No motive is ever established in court. Prosecutors do not claim to know why he did it. They lay out that he did it and how and when and with what. They put the shopping list in front of the jury. They put the gun in front of the jury. They put the surveillance footage in front of the jury. They do not, because they cannot, put a reason in front of the jury. There are theories. There are always theories. Reporting after the trial suggests he may have been trying to steal from her. Her car, her belongings, whatever cash she had. Some pieces of the story hint that he had lured her to Kansas under the pretense of visiting a sick grandmother, though the killing itself appears to have happened in her home. Others suggest a private conflict between cousins that the public will never see the inside of. But nothing in the record makes sense of it. Nothing explains why a young woman who had opened her home to family should die inside a plastic tote because the family she had trusted had, 3 days earlier, walked into a store and shopped for her death. Romeoville, Illinois, September 17, 2023. The police call was the most routine kind there is. Check on a family. Nobody had heard from them in over a day. No answered calls. No returned texts. Silence.
Drive with the next.
Hey, I got a TV knocked over and a coffee table knocked over. Romeoville 367. Can we get another unit to Camden, please? Everything's 10-4. Hey.
10-4, 379 Romeoville.
Get on the phone with the 17 and call and figure out more information on this call.
10-4. 28 came back out of,
that side, there's a gate over there. He's going really far to get the number. Alright. You see the TV in the, Yeah, hey, hold on, wait. You look in this window? Nothing?
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, that's all the shit on close. Here, wait. Keep shining, so I can kind of see a little bit better now.
Okay.
There's the... Oh, wait.
Lights are all off? Three cars?
No, there's, nothing in this room.
Compton, the lights are off. It's 9 o'clock on a Sunday.
And, no, there's lights on in the back room. You can see it through that second.
Go in the back here real quick.
They're all myself and 67 are going towards the back there. Just heads up.
Keep an eye on that garage, yeah? Want to try that door real quick, Ron? Let's go. See if you can just peek in the back. There's a window, right? Yeah. Here, I'll cover this window. This window's open. No, it's not.
Oh god. Dogs are dead. 2 dead dogs.
I need more units here. Hold this.
350.
I got 2 dead dogs, TV's knocked over, and a cocktail knocked over in the front room. Hey, open the trunk. Units from 367, I'm waiting for at least one more to make entry. We'll do back. 50, you have a ram? We're going to make entry through the back door. No, but I got 2 dead dogs. TV's knocked over, and a cocktail was flipped over in the front room.
The light was on when we came up right there.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure. You can see the light in that other room back there.
No, I hear you. You want the shield? You know what? I kind of want to grab my rifle.
Grab your rifle. You go grab the rifle. You want me to shield?
Yeah, I'm going to be your lethal cover, Ron, below. Stand by. Hey, Drake, I need the keys.
Listen, how many of those 350? Can you have fire stage? Tampa.
350, any luck on that ramp?
I'm sorry, I didn't check. I'll be there in one.
No worries, I'm going to force entry to the back. I got enough units here, we're going to get going. You with me. You guys hold the front, okay? From a position of cover, please. I don't know if anybody's in there or not.
You got another door right here.
Hey, you know, hey, one of you guys holding this one, one of you guys holding the front.
There were no other side doors, right?
No, not that I know of. Hey, Ron.
Yep.
Here's what we're gonna do, okay? I'm gonna boot it. We're gonna go nice and slow, all right? Drake, you stay behind me. Hey, no, you're behind me, okay?
Left for a second, that dog.
You stay in the back of the stack. You watch our 6 as we move through the house, okay? Corey, come up here, cover this door, this window. This lights is that.
Chris, here.
Here, no, I got one.
Check the door.
Here, cover the window. What do you see, Corey? Boom, move up.
Another, move it up.
How many dead dogs you got?
We got 1 dead dog right here. We got a second dead dog over to the left.
All right, watch out. Watch out.
Hey, why don't you check the door handle first?
Stand by.
And then they find them. A mother, a father, 2 little boys, an entire family gone. Shot to death in the place they were supposed to be safest, all within a few minutes in the dead hours of the night. To understand the 4 bodies in that house, you have to understand 3 people and 1 secret that tied all of them together. The first is Nathaniel Huey Jr., 32 years old. He lived in Streamwood, Illinois with his fiancée. They'd been a couple since 2015, nearly 8 years. To everyone around them, they were building a life. His fiancée was a woman named Ermelinda Palomo, 50 years old. Remember her. She is the center of everything that follows, even though she never fired a single shot. The second person is the woman who died in that bedroom, Zoraida Bartolome, also 32. She lived an hour away in Romeoville, married to a man named Alberto Rolón. 2 young sons, both in grade school. A completely ordinary family on a completely ordinary street. And the thread connecting Nathaniel to Zoraida was as old as any story gets. They worked together, and they started an affair. They hid it the way people hide these things: hotel rooms, phones kept close, a secret held tight between 2 people. For a while, it stayed buried. But it didn't stay buried long enough. Because roughly a year before that family died, Ermelinda Palomo found out that her fiancé was sleeping with a coworker. Here's the fork in the road. The moment where a dozen ordinary futures were still possible. Most people who discover this kind of betrayal do one of 2 things. They confront the other person, or they walk away. Palomo did neither. She picked a third option, and it is one of the most disturbing things you'll hear about a human being doing to another human being. She didn't scream at Nathaniel. She didn't drive to Romeoville and confront Zoraida. She didn't leave. Instead, according to police, she opened her phone and started building a world out of nothing. Using messaging apps, services like Pinger that spit out throwaway phone numbers and fake identities in seconds, Palomo began inventing people. Fake names, fake accounts, fake voices on the other end of a text thread. And several of those invented people claimed to be one thing in particular: members of a Mexican drug cartel. Stop and think about the patience this took. This was not a scream, not a slap, not a moment of rage regretted by morning. This was a construction project. Something she came back to day after day, week after week, month after month. Typing an entire criminal underworld into existence, one text at a time, and it had exactly one audience. One man, Nathaniel. Over months, the fiction grew teeth. In the world she wrote for him, he wasn't a suburban security worker anymore. He was entangled with something powerful, something that could reach out and end him. There were bosses, there were rules, there were consequences, and running through all of it, growing louder every week, was a warning. There was a mole, a traitor on the inside, someone plotting his death. The messages climbed. His life was at risk. His livelihood was at risk. The organization was watching, and the mole had to be dealt with before it was too late. And here's the detail that turns this from bizarre into genuinely chilling. The one investigators wrote down in black and white. Nathaniel believed every word of it. Detectives concluded he completely trusted the information coming from those accounts. He never questioned the numbers. He never doubted the voices. And he never once suspected that the deadly cartel hunting him was pure fiction, typed out by the woman sharing his bed. For months, the mole had no face, no name. And then, 3 days before Zoraida Bartolomei was murdered, the cartel gave it one. Mid-September 2023, a message hits Nathaniel's phone from one of Palomo's cartel personas, and it names the traitor, Zoraida, the woman he'd been sleeping with, the woman he'd been meeting in hotel rooms. According to the story now glowing on his screen, she was never really his lover. She was the mole. She was working against him. She was going to betray him, maybe kill him, and if he didn't strike first, he was a dead man. Sit with how monstrous that construction actually is. Palomo took the affair, the exact thing that had wounded her, and reforged it into a murder weapon. She aimed her fake cartel straight at the woman she wanted dead, so that the man in love with that woman would be the one to kill her. And he'd do it convinced it was survival, convinced he had no choice. She didn't just want Zoraida dead. She wanted Zoraida's own lover to be the one holding the gun. Here's something most people badly underestimate. When police seize a phone, they can pull everything off it, a full extraction, including messages the owner thought were deleted and gone forever. Deleted texts don't vanish. They sit in the device's storage, waiting to be recovered by exactly the wrong person, at exactly the wrong time. Investigators tore the family's phones apart, byte by byte. And the first thing to surface was the affair. A documented relationship between Zoraida and a coworker named Nathaniel Huey. That alone made him a suspect. In any homicide, detectives look hardest at the people closest to the victim. The spouses, the lovers, the ones with a reason. An affair is a motive with a name attached. But the phones held something stranger than an affair. A second layer of messages. Conversations between Nathaniel and people claiming to be cartel. Bosses, middlemen, warnings about a mole, detailed instructions. And when investigators traced those accounts back to their source, the devices they came from, the IP addresses, the registration data, the trail didn't lead to Mexico. It didn't lead to any criminal organization at all. It led to a house in Streamwood. It led to Ermelinda Palomo.
Hello. Hi, Ermelinda. My name is Detective Garcia.
Hello.
From the Romero Police Department. This is Detective Wagner.
Hello.
I know you know what's going on and why you were here. Okay? I know you were talking on the phone with your husband right now.
Husband
okay.
or boyfriend? He's just a boyfriend.
Okay. Does he live here with you? How long have you guys been together?
2015.
Okay. We're investigating a murder. Okay?
I murdered someone.
So, we have in our possession some phones, okay? And in those phones, we're doing what is called a phone dump. So what happens is if anybody's talking on a text app that you can download, for example, Text Now, we can retrieve those messages.
Okay.
We have retrieved those messages, all right? We've read them. They're pretty clear that somebody's pretty upset at the victim, okay? Is there any way that these text messages are going to come back to you? Or your name, or your phone, or anything associated with that? Okay.
So we'd like to speak with you without him present. Are you okay with that? Sure. Do you want me to walk away?
Wherever you're comfortable. Wherever you're comfortable, right?
Well, the dogs, they won't let them out. So.
Oh yeah, but we're out front or in the house in the backyard, right? I'm not saying go in. I'm not saying go in the house, but we can talk with you out over here. If you're okay with that, we can go over by my car if you'd like.
Let me get my jacket.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. No, you can have a seat in the front, passenger.
It's all mine.
I don't want him to come out. Marlena, do you mind if we drive down the street? If he comes out, he's probably going to tell you to go back inside. Are you going to do that, or what do you want to do?
Well, you guys obviously have me. You can't really say much, right?
Well, it's what we want to talk to you alone, separate from him. That's what we're trying to
make sure that you're safe.
Okay, can we go by the park?
Sure.
Yeah. Down that way? Okay. Do you want to... What I'm going to do is I'm just going to document mileage and stuff. Okay? You know, everything's... We got body cams on. Just tell me where we're going. You want to text?
Yeah.
Oh, smell.
Right?
It's all right.
It's not all right.
I'm saying it's okay if you cry.
Our side just keeps moving.
It's fine.
You want to touch it? Yes.
So what is this? Do you want to go to the Streamwood Police Department? Is that down the street or no? Would you rather just...
Just lay here by the park. If you do a U-turn, park in front of the park.
Okay. Oh, Sunnydale?
Mm-hmm.
Over on the side here?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sunnydale and Surrey Drive. Sunnydale Park.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you known Huey?
Since probably 2015.
Okay. Why are you scared of him?
Oh, I'm not scared. Well,
Okay. Why are you scared right now?
because when I called him, because I was scared, I didn't know where he was.
Okay.
He said, someone's following me.
Okay.
So I called, and then I heard him say, why are you following me? Do you want to search the car? And then someone said to him, there are messages from you, and it's because her husband found out you were having an affair. And I didn't know that.
You didn't know what?
That he was having an affair.
Okay.
When did you find that out? Right now?
No.
Okay. When's the last time that he had an affair? Because I know this is not the first time.
No, it's not.
Okay. When's the last time you knew he had an affair?
When we first started dating.
2015?
2015 to maybe 17. You know what? His son was born, and he said, I'm not having any more affairs. I'm not cheating on you.
Okay.
Stupidly.
Okay.
Do I know if he stopped? No, I don't know.
Okay, so the last time you
hold
knew?
on.
Okay.
So then I had a party at my house,
Mm-hmm.
and I fell asleep, and apparently he said someone kissed him, and that was so I don't know, maybe it was 2019.
Okay.
And he said, no, she kissed me, and that was it. Come on. We're all drunk.
You know him better than we do, so.
Anyways, he said that he was no longer going to do that.
Okay.
That's why I'm upset.
Do you know any of the names of the affairs that he's had in the past? Any of the female names?
He was with his... I don't know names. I know that they said one time to me that he's probably with a lot of people.
Okay.
But he had recently said, I haven't been with a lot of people. I don't know.
Do you trust him?
I obviously can't trust him now, can I?
But you said you believe he's had multiple or many affairs while you two have been together?
I was hoping that they were done because I was hoping to trust.
When you find out about him, like what happens? You guys get into arguments? Do you talk to the women that he's having affairs with?
No, for what?
I don't know.
No.
Leave your man alone kind of thing?
No, I'm too old for that. I'm 50 years old. There's no reason for me to, no. And quite honestly, it's not the female's fault. It's his fault.
Right.
So, no.
I mean, obviously you get upset over it.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to hold it back right now. But like I said, I thought we went through years. I mean, yeah, I had said he was doing security, and I had said to him, "Are you cheating on me?" And he said, "No, you know what? They flirt with me, but I don't fall into that."
What kind of security does he do?
Like at clubs.
Like a bouncer?
Yeah.
Is it armed security?
No, I don't think you can carry arms there.
Okay. Does he own guns?
No.
No. Has he ever been known to have guns?
Mm-mm. He has that, give me a second, please.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to Milwaukee, Bristol, and it's not paint. It's airsoft.
He plays it? He does airsoft stuff?
Yeah, he does airsoft. He's in a team. I'm sorry, no.
Okay.
Do you guys have water?
I don't. This is a sealed drink.
I'm not taking that from you. I'm
No,
sorry.
sure, okay.
Yeah, because that's a big thing.
Well, if you don't want to drink all thing, obviously you can drink. We'll throw it out when you're done.
Yeah.
And airsoft gun.
Okay.
He has an airsoft gun. That's it.
How sure are you that he doesn't have it?
I'm actually very positive.
Okay.
You've never ever seen him with a gun?
Well, we go to the range and we'll shoot.
So he has a FOID card?
No, he does not.
So how does he shoot?
I have a FOID card.
Okay.
Do you own any guns?
Yes.
Have you ever met Zoraida?
No.
Have you seen a picture of her?
No.
So that name comes up to you because you saw it?
Well, really, that name stuck in my head because that night I thought, are you cheating on me?
Was the person calling in?
They're calling in.
Okay.
More than once. And it was a long name. And I thought it was Bartholomew, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It was a long name, but...
So when we asked your husband if he knew this person, Zoraida, he said, I've never heard that name. Why would he be lying to us?
I don't know.
Should I believe him?
I don't know. Please don't tell him I said
We're not
this.
going to tell him anything.
I thought that you guys said to him he was having an affair. Somebody said he's having an affair.
Okay. Well, that is probably very accurate. But we're not here to put him on have a trial on whether or not he had an affair, okay? We have a matter of someone lost their life. So him having an affair is the least of my worries.
Understood.
All right?
I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Suck it up. It's not your problem. I get it.
You didn't do it. He did.
I'm just...
Right?
Again, I understand.
Okay.
I know. I talk a lot, and I know what you guys are here for something else, and I'm making it about cheating, and it's not.
Well, I mean, it could be.
So are you guys saying that you're trying to find out if he killed the husband?
We're trying to find out who was involved. So we're talking to everyone. We're talking to you. We're talking to him. We're talking to other people because, as you may be aware, people lie to the police, right? So we don't know who's lying.
Gotcha.
What I would like to ask you is, on either Friday or Saturday night, did he go out with his friends?
No.
Did he work?
Friday night? No, he was with me.
Saturday night?
No. Okay, this is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
When I get a chance to be with him, I'm with him.
Okay.
So Friday night, we started drinking, and we were at home, and we were drinking and drinking and drinking. We drink a lot. Okay? We probably fell asleep. He sleeps in the garage. I sleep in my room.
Why does he sleep in the garage?
Because he says that he's more comfortable in the garage. But
is there a bed in there?
No, it's a couch.
He sleeps on a couch in the garage. Garage isn't finished.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I know, but that's not why we're here. And I don't mean to be rude.
No, you're not being rude at all.
I'm just saying I'm not going to get in.
Right.
And now I know. So we were drinking, and then we woke up and we were hungover.
On Saturday?
Uh-huh. So he said, we got to move. I said, okay, I really want to go to Ross. I want to buy some jeans. And then he said, let's get something to eat. I said, okay. I said, you decide. He said, okay, let's go to Jersey Mike's. It was still day. And I got home, I fell asleep. And apparently I woke up and yelled at everybody.
What time did you fall asleep at?
Oh, I don't know. It was day. It was still day. But he was with the kids playing GTA.
Okay.
And then my daughter had said to me, did you wake up in the middle of the night? And I said, no, why? And she said, well, I was just wondering because you were yelling at everybody and it seemed like you were just sleeping and I think I heard you talking in your sleep. I said, no, I didn't. And then I said, maybe it was Nate that was talking in his sleep. And she said, no, Nate was snoring because the door was open and everybody was hearing him snore. I said, I didn't hear that. And then I think we woke up Sunday like 9, and I said, we need to do laundry. I want to return my shoes. And I would like to go to the grocery store, but I do not have all the money for that. Can you help me? He said, yes. I said, thank you. That's what we did. And then Sunday we went to sleep probably like 9. Woke up this morning, went to work out. He went to work, I went to work, and this is what I've come home to.
So, on Saturday night, did you guys drink?
No, we were sleeping. We were hungover.
Okay.
I know it's not your business, but I personally can't drink 2 nights in a row, and I get very, very hungover.
What about him? Could he drink 2 nights in a row?
I guess he could, but if nobody was there, so he was sleeping because we were up pretty. I want to say my daughter said, no, her boyfriend said, I heard Nate Saturday morning. I think he was still drinking. He was going to work, and it was 5 a.m. My daughter's boyfriend was going to work at 5 a.m. And
no, Saturday morning or Sunday morning?
Saturday morning. And then when I woke up for a brief moment Saturday, maybe like 1, 2, he was still sleeping. And so I went back to bed. And then I don't know what time we went to Ross.
How do you know he was still sleeping if you guys sleep and
Because
separate?
I saw him. He had the garage door open. Remember I said my daughter heard him snoring?
Mm-hmm.
He had the garage door open. So I got up, I looked, and he was on the couch. Well, you're right. Maybe he was facing the couch, not sleeping.
Okay, if he were to leave in the middle of the night one day, would it be safe to say that you probably would have not known?
No, I think everybody knows when he leaves because when you slam our door, the front door, you don't even have to slam it. Like you hear it, and the house is, it's fragile. You hear everything. So no, especially like maybe if I would like Friday night, maybe because we were drinking, and if I would have passed out on Friday to in the morning, maybe he could have done that. But I had been sleeping off a hangover. So.
Did you go anywhere Saturday night then?
No, I was home. Well, it wasn't night. It was afternoon. No, I did not. I was here.
Are you telling me the truth?
Yeah.
100%?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be covering for Nate at all?
No, he was here. Even my daughter said he was here.
Around the same time, police found Nathaniel at work and brought him in. He admitted the affair.
So we were talking with the bosses, and they said, well, we already went through phones. They already got one half of the conversation. And you said you talked to her on your phone, right? Okay. So what we'd like, or what we're asking for, is consent to get the text messages off your phone between you and her, or Snapchat or whatever it is between you, so we have both sides of it. We're trying to eliminate you as a suspect, but...
It's on the computer, right? You can get it out of the computer.
No, we have to take the phone, we plug it in, we take it out, and then we give your phone back.
Oh, I didn't have anything in there.
That's even better.
I saw you.
No, I believe you, but, well, yeah, I mean, just let me see it. But, I mean, I believe you, it's just the problem is that
this is all I have right there from her. I didn't have anything back.
Oh, this from this morning?
Yeah. Everything else, so you have to grab it from the computer.
Well, I mean, it'll be on there. It'll be on your phone. You can't. Still in the thing. In the catch.
When you delete stuff, it's never actually.
So let's just say you have like a 64 gig phone. You use about 58 of it. The rest is the catch. It stays in the catch. And why I asked is the bosses called right away. They were like, well, we'd like to see if we can get the stuff, from your end back that way, and see if maybe your husband got wind of it and pulled it off or something. So we just want to take a look. I mean, on our side of it, we can get a search warrant, to go through the phone, and just take a little longer. But on the fastest way would be consent, pull it off, and give your phone back. Than it would be to, and again, I explained to you earlier, I'm trying to eliminate you.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a deceased girl, and her last fling or boyfriend or whatever is you, and I'm sure that if you're an outsider looking in, who's your suspect? I mean, and so I'd like to eliminate that. I'd like to say, well, no, we looked through stuff. He didn't have nothing to do with it. We're done with it.
I guess I'd rather you guys just go on the computer.
I agree with you, but again, there's it would take us a couple hours to pull information off the phone that could eliminate you as a suspect, like right from the start. It's up to you.
It feels like you're pretty suspecting of me.
Well, I'm not joking with you. We anytime somebody dies, you look at the husband, the boyfriend. If it's a girl, if it's a guy, you look at his wife and any kind of lovers he had, and that's what we look at. We start there, and then this person was at work, so we eliminate that. This person was, we went through the phone. There's nothing between those two. No threats. No. I mean, you're telling us there's no threats, but I can't go to our bosses. I can't go to a state attorney and say, no, I verified it. There's no threats. I have to. If I can verify and say, no, I went through his phone. There's no threats. They seemed to be good together. There was no threats. There was no animosity between the two of them. There was no fighting. There was none of that stuff. Eliminate it.
Just go on the computer, Chief, because I don't want to give up my phone. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I'm just telling you, it's.
I completely understand what you're saying, and I'm not even trying to give you guys a hard time, but taking my phone and all that, and you already told me you can get it from.
We can get her side of it. I can't get your side. That's the problem. So I can get her side of it. If where she's got her phone, I can get that side of it.
How about this? How about I come see you guys later today after work or something like that? Because I got other in there that I don't necessarily want you to be looking at. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. But again,
I promise you, I don't care what you look at.
No. It's not like freak like that or anything like that. Just
well, I'm saying even if we, yeah. I mean, if you, Again, I'm asking for consent. The consent means that we plug it right in, we dump it, because you've told us it's okay. Without that, then we have to get a search warrant. If we get a search warrant, then we have to type that up, and it's going to take longer.
I can bring it down to you guys, and you can dump it how you want to. We're cool with that.
We'll be there. The address is on the card.
Well, let me step out.
Right after work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's we'll have to do that. Yeah, but I mean, you do understand how that kind of defeats the purpose, though. Like we're looking for like Snapchat stuff, and then you delete Snapchat stuff. It's going to kind of look like you're guilty. You know what I'm saying?
Nathaniel kept fighting to keep that phone in his hand. He had no idea he was already caught.
I understand. I mean, we're married. I understand why you want to keep it on the down low. So we're just trying to figure out.
It's not like she's like a bad girl. It's just that I don't know, just kind of get close, connect with you.
All right. What kind of car do you drive?
What is it? GMC Denali.
Denali, like a SUV.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, and you said you've never had contact with her husband? Like he's never sent you a message or called you or contacted you? No? All right. Do you have any of, like, information, like any saved text messages or Snapchats or anything from her? Okay. Well, before I'm running myself ragged here. Before I forget everything. All right. So your first name's Nate. What's your last name?
You.
You spell it?
H-U-E-Y.
H-U-E-Y. Is it Nathaniel?
Yeah.
What's your birthday?
5/9/91.
All right. Do you have a phone number? What's your cell phone? All right. I mean, well, I'm not trying to ruin your marriage or life, so not like I'm gonna, I'll try to keep this, if we can, from just with us in this room talking. But we're trying to figure out what happened at that house. Has she ever told you about any other, like, romantic relationships she had out of her marriage?
He or
her? Did she say her husband cheating on her, or did she say she ever in the past or anything? When you leave this room, we're not telling you to work anything. It's none of their business. This is our conversation, so it's up to you, whatever you want to tell them. Obviously, we talk to her family, we talk to friends and stuff, hence why we're here, and that's why we're sitting in this room talking to you. And, like, I got to ask, did you have anything to do with this?
No.
Okay. I have to ask, and you know that your number is going to be in her phone, and we're going to find your text messages, and we're going to find that stuff, and I want to get a surprise later on that you guys are fighting, or that there was something going on between you two, or just three of you that I don't know about, Something like that.
Nobody was threatening anybody, or fighting. Like, really, she's like an angel, you know what I'm saying? Like a sweet girl, so like.
Okay, like I said, we're this is so new to us, investigation-wise. We have tons of videos to go through, and license plates, readers, and like text messages, Snapchat messages, and all that stuff. So it's so in the beginning of this investigation that we're just kind of reaching out to talk to all her family, friends, and everybody like that. And that's why we're here talking to you. And I just hope, in your head, if you could think of something like, oh, you guys should know about this, it's the time to tell us now before we find it later on, in a computer, or we find it in a phone message or something.
And he had no idea that the woman who'd put him there was, at that very moment, an hour away, calmly narrating a weekend that never happened. Now let me show you the whole machine at once. Here is what Ermelinda Palomo actually did. She learned the man she loved was cheating. And instead of confronting the other woman, she spent months constructing an entire false reality and installing it, piece by piece, inside his skull. She invented a cartel. She invented a threat. She invented a mole. And then she aimed that invented threat at the one real person she wanted gone. His mistress, so that he would kill her and believe it was self-defense. She researched the house. She dictated the staging. She drove him there in the dark. She sat outside in the car and waited while it happened. And the man who pulled the trigger 4 times, who shot a father, a mother, and 2 children, did it believing he was a soldier following orders from an organization that would execute him if he hesitated. Detective Daniel Zakula, who worked the case, concluded that Nathaniel completely trusted those messages and never realized Palomo was the person behind them. In his report, he wrote that the 2 of them were solely responsible for the murders. He never knew. That's the part that gets under your skin and stays there. He never knew it was her, which leaves a question the law can answer but the gut can't. Nathaniel Huey pulled the trigger. He is not innocent. You cannot fire 20 shots into a sleeping family and hand your conscience to somebody else. But he did it inside a world Ermelinda Palomo built for him, brick by digital brick over months, by exploiting one thing above all else, that he trusted her completely. So who's the real killer here? The hand that fired the gun? Or the mind that aimed it? I don't think there's a clean answer, and I think that's exactly why this case refuses to let go of anyone who hears it. But there's one more thing you need to know, because the way this ended may be the only clue we will ever get to what Nathaniel finally understood. After the interviews, the 2 of them ran. At first, it wasn't even clear they'd run together. Palomo's own family reported her missing, terrified that Nathaniel had abducted her, that she was being dragged along against her will. But the deeper investigators dug, the faster that picture fell apart. She wasn't a hostage. She was the architect, and she had left willingly, right beside him. The search stretched south, 9 hours south, all the way to Catoosa, Oklahoma, where the couple surfaced on surveillance footage inside a Walmart.
We're still traveling westbound. Go ahead and go 63.
18300, 944, probably on fire.
And when officers moved in, it took less than a minute for both of them to be dead. The pursuit ended in a crash. Nathaniel's SUV came to a stop and caught fire.
Car's on fire! Get out of the car! What's your background? Get out of the vehicle! Get out!
Inside that burning car, Nathaniel raised the gun and shot Ermelinda Palomo in the head. Then he turned it on himself under the chin. The first shot didn't kill him, and before officers could reach him, before they could pull him out of the flames, he pulled the trigger a second time. That one did. Both of them died there on an Oklahoma roadway, 9 hours from a house in Romeoville.
Where you go? Yep. We're going in? Oh, you want to go in? Go in. Let's go. Yes. On your right. Move on to your right behind you. I got door. Do not see movement. No movement. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out now! Come out now! They're making eye contact. I don't see anything. Got your cover. Cover. Got it. Nothing. Floorboard. Get her. Got cover. Grab her belt. You got that door? Can't see.
Where's fire? Get fire extinguisher at least.
Fire, go ahead and come up here. We need extinguisher.
Behind you. I got driver door. Get a baton! Moving to your left. Go ahead.
No trial, no testimony, no confession under oath. Just two bodies and a case that would have to be closed without either of them ever explaining a single thing. In October of 2024, more than a year after that night, police released their final conclusions. Jealousy over the affair was the root of all of it. Palomo built the fake personas, aimed them at Zoraida, and directed the killing from behind a mask. Nathaniel believed the fiction entirely and carried it out. Both offenders, the report noted flatly, were now deceased. But closing a case is not the same as closing a wound. The police chief said as much, that nothing could prepare a person for something like this, that nothing could ever justify it, and that finishing the paperwork would never come close to filling the hole left in the families still grieving. Because underneath all the strange machinery of this case, the fake cartel, the burner phones, the psychological engineering of it all, there is something painfully simple that should never get lost in the spectacle. For innocent people are gone. Zoraida Bartolomei, 32 years old. Her husband, Alberto Rolón, who woke in the dark and walked toward danger to stand in front of his family. And two little boys who were supposed to grow up and never will. They didn't die for anything they did. They died because they stood in the path of one woman's jealousy, and because a man chose to trust her over the evidence of his own eyes.